Donald Trump roached out on tariffs. He did. I was supportive of the tariffs. I thought this is a good move. This is a good idea. China's been fucking us over for a long time. Let's actually have some degree of accountability. And you know what Donald Trump did? He changed his fucking mind. Trump totally roached out, has created exemptions for tariffs in China. Things like computer chips, phone stuff, etc. Apparently, people having to spend extra money on their phone is a very big problem. Very disappointed? Yes. A lot of people are disappointed, including myself. The art of the deal? Yes. I guess so.
Beijing striking back today with a 125% tariff on all U.S. goods sold in China. This comes after President Trump placed a 145% tariff on Chinese imports. And now we're learning of a possible reprieve on certain products. ABC News senior White House correspondent Selena Wang has the latest from Washington.
Hey, Ike, as the U.S.-China trade war heats up, the Trump administration is exempting smartphones, laptops, and other electronics from his reciprocal tariffs. That's according to a bulletin posted by U.S. Customs Border Protection late Friday night. Now, those exemptions also include solar cells, flat panel TV displays, flash drives, computer processors, memory chips, and semiconductor-based storage devices.
An assload of stuff.
So this is some relief for big tech companies like Apple, which relies on China to assemble the iPhone. UBS had estimated that the cost of the new iPhone 16 Pro Max could jump by $950 under the 145% tariffs that Trump has imposed on all goods from China.
See, this is my mindset on it, is that if these companies want to go and make these products in other countries and then charge us a bunch of like less money for it, like the problem is that where's the upside really for Americans in just buying endless cheap Chinese garbage? Like, where's the light at the end of that tunnel? Right? I'm not really seeing it.
And right now, there appears to be no end in sight for the U.S.-China trade war. China has imposed 125% tariffs on American goods, and those steep tariffs go into effect today. The White House has said that there currently are no.
I don't think that Apple exists in a benefit of the United States in any sort of unique way. Like, Apple is an international company. They have no... Like, they care about the United States, but they don't have any allegiance to it. They don't have any obligation to it. Like, if the United States isn't doing well, Apple is just going to go somewhere else. So why is it that we're doing things that are in the best interest of Apple? It's like Apple has gained, like, billions of dollars in value. Where is that value to the American worker? Where is that value to the individual person that lives in a house, you know, like 3 blocks over from you? Well, that value doesn't exist. And this is the problem, is that all of the value and like the wealth that's being created is being created in an abstract. And even that abstract is consolidated inside a very, very small handful of people.
Negotiations happening between the U.S. and China. Now, this trade war is painful for both countries. Last year, the U.S. imported $440 billion worth of goods from China, everything from toys, clothes to electronics. Those reciprocal tariffs, those are going to hurt American farmers. China buys more soybeans from the U.S. than any other country. All of this is hurting small businesses as well, not just consumers that could face those higher prices. I visited a toy store in Virginia, and the owner told me that virtually everything she sells in her store is either made in China or made with parts from China.
Yeah, of course.
Ike?
Selena Wang, thank you.
Yeah, no, it's a whole lot. And what is this here? A majority of U.S. of companies would do that, though, if they knew the route, and companies would just head out to somewhere in UK right now, brick and mortar themed companies that would suffer. Yeah, well, they are suffering already. That's what's happening. You're directly talking about globalization, and it's mostly bad for any one country. Well, I think that it's like it's very one-sidedly bad, I think, for us, and I feel like, especially in the state that it's in right now, China has been fighting back against us in the with the meme wars. See, what they're not showing is that in these are going to be union jobs, and they're making $150 an hour putting this stuff together. Chips are going to be cheaper too. That's right. That's right. Why is it a fat guy with a... Why does he have a microscope over the KFC? Is this really fried chicken? Let me take a... Oh, this looks like the original. Oh, yeah. All right, there it is. Yeah, it's chicken inspector with the NVIDIA chips. You're goddamn right, brother.
小红书
Look at this, bro. Like, this is my favorite one. These are union workers. You have to understand, like, this man has a 7-bedroom home. He's making upwards of, high 6-figure salary. He works about 23 hours a week. He has 3 weeks of paid vacation. Every weekend is off. And this is the future, right? This is the future. As soon as we get China out of the equation here, and everybody in America is going to be a fucking millionaire. That's just how it's going to be. Yeah, only 3 weeks. Well, I mean, no, you're right. It's 3 weeks a month. Yeah, he gets 3 weeks a month of vacation. So that's what it is. I do find it to be ironic where it's like, haha, look at these Americans doing these demeaning jobs. Well, wait a minute. Those are your jobs. What are you trying to say? Here's a list of Chinese electronics products that he is exempted from tariffs late last evening. So no, you're not going to have to pay double for your next mobile phone or tablet. He just exposed to Beijing exactly where our trade weaknesses are. So you have all of these things that are no longer going to be tariffed. And so, Tim Apple made the call. Somebody made the call, and now things are changing. And so, yes, Trump has roached out on tariffs. As I said, I'm annoyed by this. I'm not happy about this at all. I thought it was a great idea to tariff China because, again, I feel like they just have massively taken advantage of us with IP law, etc. And, also like the accounting practices stuff. I don't know a whole lot about that. And it's just like basically doing business in China. It's not symmetrical, right? It's massively asymmetrical. And the companies that are trying to come into that country and do business have to give up a lot of what I think are, rights that they should have as businesses. So anyway, that's it. So everything that matters. Yes, basically, well, it's apparently like somebody said it's like 23% of the of like the amount of things that are being shipped in from China, but it's a pretty good amount, And let's see here. Look at Selena Wang. He will separate this using Section 230. You've typed this 2 or 3 times, so if this isn't something useful, you're getting permabanned. Let's see if I can find it here, if there's anything interesting. So, relief for tech COs, tariffs may only be temporary. White House tells me that Trump will issue Section 232 study on semiconductors soon. Trump has said auto, steel, pharmaceuticals, and others will be included in existential tariffs. Yeah, but like the thing is that if you do tariff relief one time, what's to stop people from expecting you from doing it again, right? Like that's really what I think. And anyway, we'll go back over here. I'll see if I can find it. If this is something that's new or it's from yesterday. No. Okay, this is from something else before. So, yeah, exactly. I'm glad you call out the bad calls. Well, I mean, I've always called out bad calls. People are just mad when there's a good call and there's something I agree with. The thing is that people think that you're biased if you disagree with them. It's really just that simple. And so, now people are going to say I'm biased against Trump or something like that, or not, or whatever. But the fact is that, I mean, that's the way that I feel about it. And it's unbiased confirms. Yeah, Trump's flip-flopping is so erratic. Well, it is erratic, and I think it's so erratic that, if I was China, I would not come to the table at this point. I wouldn't, because, this is too, if I see somebody acting this way, this is just me, I'm like, okay, this person is going to burn out and pop off, and then eventually they're just going to go back to normal, right? And so, yeah, it's too volatile, too unpredictable, etc. Trump fucked up? I think he fucked up. I definitely do. And I can't see it any other way besides that. I mean, I'll see if there's a video on it or something like that to look at. But overall, I mean, I'll be real. It definitely looks like he fucked up. And it didn't go the way that he wanted it to. But let's see if I can find this here, if there's any more of this. Yeah, China doesn't have any cards in this. Yeah, apparently, Trump doesn't either. But yeah, I don't know. Have you seen the marathon trailers from Bungie? Not yet. I'm going to watch it in just a little while. So it's a tariff war? Yeah, but if it's a tariff war, then it sure seems like, China's winning if Trump is the one that's getting rid of the tariffs, right? And especially because, like, nothing has really happened. Why is he making this exception? And I just think that it's a bad move. And, yeah. Do you think Trump trusted Lutnick too much? I have no idea what he trusted him with at all. And Section 230 is basically separating it from 145%. He will apply separated tariffs because we import medicine from them. I don't know. I mean, again, like, I've pretty much said what I think about it. But, yes, Trump did roach out on the tariffs. And I saw this earlier. We'll probably watch a video about it as well. But, yeah, that's pretty much about it, right? And he met with some business people recently and is making concessions for them. Yeah, but, like, that's not what I want him to do. Like, I don't want Trump to act in the best interests of large tech and large business, because I don't think that large tech and large business acts in the best interest of the American people. So, like, when these companies are, like, trying to, like, lobby and cry to Trump, like, oh, no, don't do this, do that instead, or whatever, these companies are the ones that have gotten rich off of slave labor. They've gotten rich off of planned obsolescence with manufactured electronics that are programmed to fail. They've gotten rich through basically offshoring American jobs to other countries and then shipping it back to America. These are some companies that have made millions, billions, trillions of dollars doing this. And I really don't respect it a whole lot. I don't. And so when I see Trump making concessions for them, I don't see Trump as helping America, because Apple might be, you could think Apple is an American company, but it's an international company. It sells all over the world. Apple has no allegiance or obligation to America. And I think the fact is that it's important to keep that in mind. Apple didn't elect Trump, the people did. And so when he's meeting with Apple and making decisions on their best interest, that's frustrating for me. It definitely is. Are you not worried about hyperinflation threat? There's a lot of things to be worried about, but what I'm also worried about is this ongoing problem that's been going on for years and people not being able to get jobs. Trump roached out because of the whole world. As I see on chip makers are not fair to the rest of the world. The reality is that all you think about is America? Well, of course all I would think about is America. I mean, I live in America. That would be my main focus. I mean, who would you expect me to think about? Why would I be thinking about, like, Germany or something like that? I mean, that's just, it's common sense. Weak from Trump? Yeah, definitely. And I'll be curious to see how he tries to spin this one and explain it. Like, for example, like, and you guys remember, I mean, I very strongly defended Trump putting the 90-day pause on tariffs for people that were willing to negotiate, because I'm like, okay, well, if you're willing to negotiate and come to the table, it's the same as like how they were trying to get a ceasefire for Ukraine and Russia before they had peace talks, right? Okay, I get it. I understand that. But this, I don't understand it. I don't see it. I don't really see the vision here at all. So that's really where I'm at. That's what I think. Isn't this like LGBTQ shit all again? It was never about Americans. They just fooled you. And they do what's in their best interest. Well, yeah, but like that doesn't mean that you can't have your own opinions about it that are independent of that. Like, I know what you're saying, absolutely. I completely agree with what you're saying, but that doesn't mean that you can't have your own opinions independent of that and have your own viewpoints. And so that's how I see it, right? And let's see if he can solve Ukraine. I mean, like, he hasn't so far, and he said he would. And so, yeah, if this tariff thing doesn't go very well, I'll be very disappointed. And yeah, that's really it. He'll get something in return, like Apple making more plants in the U.S. Maybe, maybe not, right? I mean, I'm not sure. I'd have to wait and see what happens. But anyway, what is this here?